Chapter 1, The Inheritance. At precisely 3:33 p.m. on Windswept Tuesday, Adrian Fletcher received a letter in his New York apartment. It arrived by courier, not mail. The envelope was cream-colored, heavy, sealed in wax with an emblem he didn't recognize, an eye within a tree. It was from a law firm in rural Vermont. His great-uncle Alaric, whom he had never met or heard of, had passed away, and Adrian was the sole beneficiary of Hollow Pines, an estate tucked deep in the Black Ridge Forest. Adrian, a freelance illustrator with few friends and a growing sense of isolation, accepted the invitation. He would regret it before the first night ended. Chapter 2, The House at the Edge of Sleep. The drive north was long and draped in fog. GPS lost signal 2 hours outside of the nearest town. By the time Adrian reached the estate, dusk had painted the sky in bruised violet. Hollow Pines was vast and ancient, surrounded by crooked evergreens. It didn't appear abandoned. More like it had been waiting. The house was 3 stories tall, with spires, shutters that blinked in the wind, and a front door that groaned as if it resented being opened. The caretaker, Mrs. Embers, greeted him with a small nod. Her face was thin, her voice quieter than breath. "Welcome home, Mr. Fletcher. The house remembers its blood." Chapter 3, The Dreams Begin. The first night, Adrian unpacked and explored. Most rooms were covered in white cloths, but the study was untouched, filled with books bound in skin-toned leather, and paintings of people with no faces. He dreamed vividly. In the dream, he stood in a forest where all the trees had eyes. A woman in a wedding dress moved between the trunks, her veil fluttering as if underwater. When she turned to him, her mouth gaped open, wide enough to consume the sky. He awoke to find muddy footprints on the floor, and none of his own shoes were wet. Chapter 4, The Book of Hollow Sleep. In the attic, beneath a loose board, Adrian found a book titled The Hollow Sleep, a chronicle of the lost mind. Its pages contained accounts of ancestors who had lived in the house, each falling victim to night terrors, sleepwalking, and eventually vanishing. The last entry read, "To sleep in Hollow Pines is to wake in the hollow dream. The house does not rest. It feeds." That night, Adrian awoke in a hallway he hadn't entered. The paintings on the walls turned to look at him. Chapter 5, Sleeplessness. He tried staying awake. Caffeine. Music. Light. None of it worked. The house wanted him to sleep. Mrs. Embers began speaking to him in riddles. It comes when your mind unthreads. The deeper you drift, the more it becomes real. He set up a camera in his room. Watched the footage the next morning. At 2:47 a.m., he sat up, smiled blankly, and said, "She waits in the hollow." Then lay back down.